let's face it, if you are sick of your outdated website, your audience sure as heck is too. Today, I'm going to be talking about one of the most transformational projects that we work on with our clients, the website refresh. This project takes you from having a unprofessional, messy, outdated website that is definitely not representing your brand in the right way to really positioning you as a leader in your industry through very clear and concise communication, professional user experience, and overall a more enticing environment for your audience to be in when learning more about your business. So let's talk about how our website refresh project works from the client's perspective. So I'm going to be referring to you as our potential client and then us as Dandelion. My name's Courtney. I'm one of the co-founders of Dandelion Branding. We're a digital marketing agency that specializes in working with sustainably minded businesses. If you are looking to grow and get funded, then it is time to step up your website game and graduate from that site that you may have DIY'd or created at the beginning of your journey. You know that your website can do more for you, but it just isn't right now, and you're not exactly sure why. You're not a website developer. You don't need to waste your time to try to figure out what is going on. So you bring on somebody to help you with the project. You start your search by looking for an agency that understands your business and has some of your similar values, especially if you are focused on really innovative green tech. Then having someone who is well versed in speaking about sustainability issues and breaking down scientific concepts to be more easily digestible by a general audience. So those are some of the things that you are seeking when you're looking for your agency. So you happen upon Dandelion. Our work that we have on our website shows you that we understand that process. We understand your vision and your values, and we certainly understand your audience. So you schedule a call. When you schedule a call with Dandelion, you will be met with myself or my co-founder, Ob, depending on the time of day. Ob is based in Europe and I am based in California. So we are in very, very different time zones. And just depending on the time of day it is that you scheduled the call, you will get one of us. So on these calls, that's where we really seek to hear your issues. You know, we hear that you are creating content, you're seeing traffic, but it's just not going anywhere. You're not seeing any real results in terms of like client or customer acquisition, and just don't know where to go anymore, but you know that your website needs help. So on this call, we are going to hear you out. We are going to ask questions. We kind of just want to help get to the bottom of what might be sort of the root issue. Is it a website issue or is it perhaps a strategy issue? You know, we really want to ensure that we are proposing the most useful and most efficient, most effective projects for your unique circumstance. And it isn't always a new website that is going to solve all of your business problems. It often isn't, but sometimes it absolutely is. And it becomes quite clear on this initial call. So after we get off your call, then we come up with a proposal for you. So you'll then receive an email with that proposal document from Dandelion, and this will contain a bit more about the website refresh project that we are proposing. We'll, in that proposal, sort of nail down an initial ideal sitemap, number of pages to focus on for that particular project. And of course, this proposal will also include some potential other add-ons that you might be interested in taking part of if you want to take the project further. Things like switching to a more sustainable network server, something that is entirely renewable energy run. Things like SEO services, any e-commerce integrations, additional pages. You can really customize it to exactly meet your needs. But those are some of the things that you can expect in the proposal document that we send over. So you're really stoked and you accept our proposal, then the next step is to sign the contract and we'll get started. The first step in our official relationship together as a client and agency is to have an onboarding call. On that onboarding call, we'll dive more deeply into some of the issues that we chatted about in our initial discovery call, but we'll have a lot more information and we'll be able to go a lot more deep into the goals of your business, your brand identity, your audiences, and kind of the overall goals with your website and what you have in mind. So this conversation, along with the initial conversation in the discovery call, really helps us to pinpoint the issues with your current website so we can kind of start to develop our own ideas of what's working and not, and why. We'll also start to do some more research into your audiences and what they particularly are expecting from your website. So that helps us nail down, what needs to change, what journey do you want your customers to take, what should be easy, what are the main things that you want your audience to do on your website. So we nail all that down in that first call. So then we say goodbye and you can focus on whatever else it is that you need to focus on. This is a really good time for you to sit down and really make some big decisions on what you actually do want to see from your website. We want to see pie in the sky goals here. And we'd love to also see some examples of other sites that you maybe like, certain things, certain features, certain functionality. What are some design styles that you like and features of websites that you enjoy? That can really help to inform our next step, which is the design. So you hang tight and then we will send you over wireframes. Here's an example of some wireframes that we've sent. So these are very simplified. Everything is placeholders right now, but it just gives us a general idea of the breakdown of each page. Not only does this help to solidify areas where you have main messages, but it also just gives a sense of direction for the next steps, which is, getting imagery and copywriting. Each page that we had decided upon in your sitemap, the wireframes get sent over to you for approval. Then we discuss any changes that you'd like made. We offer 2 different rounds of revisions. So we ask that you give us all your thoughts and feedback on those wireframes. Then we'll send over revisions. And if you have any further changes you'd like made, then we have that second round of revision. Once that's all approved, we are at the very exciting next step where we start to make things real. We then work on the actual copy of the site. What is all the messaging for each of those sections that we just developed in the wireframes? And we'll also start working on choosing some of the imagery for backgrounds and some of the main images you'll use throughout the site. So we put all of that together and we send sort of a version 1 over to you for approval for that portion of the project. Once everything is all approved, we have final versions of all of the pages design-wise. Then we will build it in the platform of your choosing. We are comfortable with WordPress, Squarespace, Shopify. Those are the main ones that we would really, recommend working with. We certainly have our favorites within those, but we understand wanting to stick to a platform that you are more comfortable with. Once that is all built, we will send all of the pages over so you can really kind of tinker and make sure that everything is linking together and is really working in a way that was according to your plan. And once that is approved and with your permission, then we launch that new site. That's a very, very exciting day. It is then yours to take and do with what you will. So that is the gist of our website refresh project. Typically takes around 6 to 8 weeks in total, certainly depending on the number of pages, and that timeline can, of course, be shortened if it's a rush project. We're very flexible in terms of how we create websites. This can be something that is done over the course of many months or over the course of 2 weeks, depending on your time and your budget. So feel free to get in contact if you resonated with any of the points that I made in the video and if you're interested in updating your website. Let's jump on it. It is 2024. It is time to get your website working for you. So thank you so much for watching, and we will talk to you next time. All right. Bye.